Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do my yearly favorites of 2018. I know I'm late, but it's okay. I feel like it's still early in the year. I can still get away with it. So yeah, if you want to know what my yearly favorites are, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Okay, just a heads up, this is not really going to be all makeup. I have a little bit of like items that are like skincare and stuff like that, but I just want to give you a heads up. But I am going to do the makeup portion first. At least that's what I plan to do, but hopefully it sticks that way. So the first thing I really want to shout out is this palette, and the reason I'm shouting out this palette is because I did use it a lot and I still reach for it a lot, and I feel like it's so blendable, it's so beautiful, it's amazing. The color scheme, these shimmers right here are super pigmented. The mattes blend like a dream, and I feel like this is like the perfect neutral palette if you want like something small and easy to travel with. I would definitely recommend this one. This is a Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, by the way. I don't think I said the name of it, but I promise you guys, this is like my go-to shimmer. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna just do like a swatch right here. It's so beautiful, and I feel like this palette is like really worth it. I highly recommend this palette if you haven't got it already, and this was legit like one of my favorite palettes of 2018. Alright, so the next palette I'm going to shout out is the Jaclyn Hill palette because it's still my baby. And honestly, this palette is like one of the main ones I reach for any look. Smoky eye, cranberries, you name it, I always reach for this. This is like my go-to palette whenever I do makeup on someone or prom looks. Anything you can think of is in this palette. If you're super into warm tones, you'll love this palette. But honestly, this palette got a lot of views in 2018, like a lot, and it definitely will be following with me into 2019. I genuinely love this palette. I think it's amazing, blends very amazingly, it's buttery. Everything about this palette is just amazing. The only thing that I wish it had is a big mirror. That would be amazing if they just go back and start repackaging everything and just adding a mirror. And it doesn't even have to be like big. I mean, that would be amazing, but it could be just like something like in the middle, but something, because this palette is like what I take with me on all of my vacations, and that's all I wish it had, is just a mirror, because hotel lighting is horrible. But besides that, I honestly think this is so worth it, and if you haven't got your hands on it, I highly recommend you do, because this is my baby and I think everybody needs it. So if you've been on my channel for a while, then you probably already know what my favorite foundations are, because I literally use them in almost all of my videos. I know it's been a while since I filmed, but if you've been keeping up with me, then you would pretty much know what my favorite foundations are. But they are the Estee Lauder Double Wear and the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is what I go for like super glam looks, out with my boyfriend, dates, all of that I need something super long lasting, something that will look amazing in pictures and all of that good stuff. So if I'm okay with like, if it's like a special event, my birthday, boyfriend's birthday, mom's birthday, anybody's birthday, I will go with this one. But if I wanted something to look glam like for work, I will go in with this one right here. This is a really good daily foundation like for work, or if you're a nurse, a teacher, anything like that. I highly recommend these. These are amazing. They're both really full coverage. The only thing is like this one, after like I want to say about 6 to 7 hours, it will start getting a little bit oily, and I have oily skin, so like that's bad. But I always go with this one if I know I'm gonna be out like really late. I always go in with this one because I don't have to worry about it fading away, about it getting oily. I will go on the safe side with this one just to be safe. But if you're someone that just wants something really quick, out for errands or stuff like that daily, I highly recommend you check out this one. It's really full coverage and it lasts us a pretty good while for the pricing. Towards the end of 2017, I tried both of these primers and both of them are really amazing. I do love this one slightly more. This is a Cover FX mattifying primer. I I really love this primer, guys. This primer is super, super amazing. It's like, it doesn't over dry your skin. Like if you have really oily skin but you don't want it to look like super matte and like cakey and powdery, because that's how I felt. And then I got recommended this one, and it doesn't completely dry you out. You don't look like a desert is on your face, you know what I mean? So this one, basically what it does is it does control your oils, but it doesn't over dry you out. So you will still look slightly glowy, but not as much. You won't look like a grease ball. You'll just look glowy. And there, trust me, there's a big difference. So with this one, I really love it. Like, I honestly loved it so much. I'm completely out of it. I have like maybe like 2 more uses out of it and I'll be completely out. And I honestly, since I know I have such little left, I always use it only on special occasions. I never use it like for a little date or something like that. I only use it for special occasions. And then this one I got on 21 Days of Beauty. And at first I felt like it wasn't super pore minimizing, and I felt like it was a little too mattifying, but it's still a good primer, especially if you have really large pores. This will be good. And it does have like a slight tint to it. Oh my god, my eyelash is like, what the hell. It does have a tint to it, which is really nice because it like gives you like a base before you put your foundation. So honestly, this one's really good too. I am like about to run out, as you can see, but will I purchase this again? Probably not. Even though I did love it throughout the year, I did love this one a little bit more. So the next primer I'm gonna talk about, I did get it towards the end of 2018, but I've honestly seen a big difference in my makeup ever since I started using it, so I thought I would mention it. This is the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer. I'm sure you've heard about it everywhere, but I legit really do love it. Like, I think it's actually worth the price, and I think it's really good. And a thing about this primer is that a little bit goes a really long way. Less is more whenever you're using this product, but I really do love this, and I felt like this is definitely gonna follow me throughout the years. I tried a lot of powders in 2018. I tried the Cover FX, I tried the Hourglass, I tried the Maybelline, I think that, or is it the Milani? I think it's like the loose setting powder. I tried the banana powder. I tried a lot of powders, but I feel like I still genuinely love this one the most. I feel like a lot of other powders, they have such bad flashback. I got really bad flashback with the Cover FX one, which I heard it didn't get flashback, but for some odd reason it gave me flashback like crazy. So I went back to this one, haven't had that problem at all. I can bake with this, it still doesn't give me flashback, and it doesn't really, like, a lot of people say it's really mattifying, but if you have oily skin like I do, you won't have that problem. I feel like it's just perfect. I use it to set all of my face, never get flashback, never have problem with dry spots or anything like that. So I really do love this one. And then the other one I really have been loving, and like I can see where I'm about to hit pan on. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. And this is supposed to be translucent, which it is. And if you've seen my past videos, I actually have a video where I test this out to see if it has flashback, and it didn't. So that's amazing news. But this just helps clear out your pores even more. So let's say you already put a pore filling primer and then your foundation, and then you start putting like all these other powders on your face. It starts like to emphasize all of your pores, right? So you start seeing that texture again. This is what this is for. So basically I put this over all of that, and it just smooths it right back out. So it's really, really good. I highly recommend this if you don't have it already. It's really good for setting all of your face and no flashback. So that is amazing, and I definitely will be purchasing this again whenever I run out. This is like the best part of 2018, and I'm so glad that the trend is still up because I personally love this trend. But the next thing is highlights, my favorite highlights of all 2018. So this is a highlight that I wore pretty much the entire year. This is the Ofra Cosmetics highlight with Nikkie Tutorials, and this is Glow Goes. And if you want like an extreme glow, I highly recommend this one. I love it. It's like super buttery, super pigmented. I'm gonna swatch it like right here. It's just so buttery and so blinding. I freaking love it. This This highlighter never lets me down. It doesn't emphasize texture on my skin. It's super, super amazing. As you can see, I even hit a dent in it. And I feel like I use this pretty much every single day, and I still haven't hit pan. So it has a lot of product in it, which I'm really thankful for. It actually has 10 grams of product. That is a lot. So I definitely recommend you try this. I think it's definitely worth the price, and I hope you love it as much as I do. And then the other one that I love is the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. So with this one, when I first got it, I hated it. I never used it, never reached for it, but I left it there. I was like, just in case I changed my mind, I left it there. But recently I started using it again, and I really started loving it. I feel like it looks like a glow from within type of thing. I actually use this for my photo shoot, and I'll insert a picture that I took of me and my boyfriend, well, that we had taken of us. And I used it for my photo shoot because I was like, I really want to give this to the test. I want to see how it's going to look in pictures. Like, is it really going to look blinding? And I'll insert the picture somewhere like around here so y'all can see. And I really did like it. I feel like you can really see it in the pictures. I feel like it looked really nice, and it looked like a glow from within. Of course, I can build this up, and you can, but I feel like the longer you use it, like the more you use it, the more blinding it gets, if that makes sense. I feel like you have to like scrape the top layer, and after that it's like super blinding and buttery and amazing and all of that good stuff. But I definitely ended up loving this towards the end of the year, and I started using it a lot more frequently. I'm going to talk about my favorite nude lipsticks. So these are the Stila long lasting liquid lipsticks, and these were on sale maybe around October-ish, I want to say October, November-ish, and these are so bomb. Like, they are amazing. I've always liked their formula, but I'm a person that likes to shop online. I never really like to go like in store to like buy stuff. I'm really lazy. I never feel like going. But one day I just went to like return something, and I like saw that, I remembered that these were on sale, so I hurried and I went to like the Stila section, and I was like, I'm gonna find me my perfect nude. I have been on the hunt for one, like my perfect nude, like something that goes well with my skin tone and with a lot of eye looks that I'd be doing. So I finally went and I found these, and these, let me tell you, are so amazing. This is a shade Fia. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys so you can like see what it looks like. It's like the perfect nude ever. Like, these are like brownie purpley type of tones, and I love them. This is a shade Sogno. Oh my god, this is like the one that I reach for like a little bit more than this one, because one's like more brownie and the other one's more like purpley. But they do look really similar, but once they're actually like on the lip and you like put them on the lip, they look really, really different. But these have been my babies. I reach for these all the time, always wearing these. These are bomb. The next liquid lipstick that I loved in 2018, and even purchased a new one, like, I love this lipstick so much, well, liquid lipstick so much, to the point that even my boyfriend knew that I love this liquid lipstick. I'll be like, babe, can you look at my purse and see if you find my lipstick? And I would have like 4, and he would always take out this one. And that's why, because I really do love it. And he knew I loved it. He knew I was running low, and he knew how much I loved it. And this is like, this is amazing. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Candy K, and I feel like this is like the perfect light pinky nude that everybody needs. It's gonna be this one right here, but it's so pretty. It is on the dry side though, so whenever you use Kylie Cosmetics lipsticks, or liquid lipsticks, I'm sorry, I call them all lipsticks, I highly recommend you moisturize your lips like an hour ahead of time, and then rub it off and then put this on, because if you just go straight in, it will dry you out. And I will admit that it is really drying, but it's really long lasting. It makes it worth it because it lasts a really long time, and you're always safe. This one's really good if you're trying to play on the safe side and have something on that will last you a really long time. Highly recommend this one. Loved it. Next category is lip glosses, and This one I used a lot, and I'm pretty sure I'm almost out of it because I use this so much. This is Moonchild, and this is a ColourPop with Kathleen Lights collaboration. I believe it's still available. I'm pretty sure it's still on the ColourPop website. But this is like the perfect nude gloss. I'm gonna swatch it for you right here. It's just so beautiful. I love it. This goes perfect over any nude lipstick or even any lipstick. Like, it's really pretty. I love this. And then the other one that I recently got and I've been obsessed with, it makes me want to use it every single day. This is Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk. This is bomb. It smells bomb. It looks bomb. It is on the thick side though, so if you don't like thick lip glosses, I'm not sure if you will like this because it's really thick, but I feel like it's not sticky. Like, it doesn't feel sticky at all. I've tried plenty and they feel so sticky, but this one does not. So that's what I really love about this one. And then the last lipstick, and this is actually a lipstick, so I can actually call it a lipstick. This is Velvet Teddy by MAC Cosmetics. It looks like this. This one is actually really long lasting. I believe this is the mattifying kind, but it's really long lasting for it being like a lipstick and not like a liquid lipstick form. It does last a long time, and I feel like it's a really pretty nude. I'm gonna swatch it. I'm like running out of space to swatch, but I'm gonna swatch it right here. So there's this one right here. I feel like it's the perfect nude. It's not like too brown toned and it's not too pink toned. It's just like a perfect in between. So for concealers, this one played like a huge role in 2018 big time because I could never really find the perfect concealer for me. Some were always too dry, some were always too hydrating, and it was really hard for me to find like an actual concealer that I loved. And I legit thought that I loved the Tarte Shape Tape, but the more I would use it, the more I didn't like it. I never liked the way my makeup looked. I feel like it looked like way too textured, way too dry under my eyes, like all right here. I feel like it looked so weird. So I finally let go of the Tarte Shape Tape and went back to the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and I immediately saw a change. Like right away, right off the bat, I saw a change, and I noticed that it wasn't my skills, because at first I was like, oh my god, like, am I not, like, do I not know how to do my makeup anymore? Like, what's going on? I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way the pictures look. And then I went back to this one, and I was like, that's what it was. Like, it had to be that, because the moment I started using this again, I immediately saw a change. I noticed less texture, I noticed less dryness, and it blends right in with my skin, and I loved it. And I love this pretty much, I want to say, from January all the way up until like July, and then that's whenever I finally tried the Tarte Shape Tape and I thought I loved it. And then recently I went back to this one, and no, this one's my favorite, and if I had to choose between this one and the Tarte Shape Tape, I would always choose this one. And then another one that I've been loving, this one's not necessarily something I love for under my eyes. This is way too drying and it dries way too quick to even blend out. But I love this one for cutting my crease, and this is a MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is a shade NC15. I love this for cutting my crease because the moment I put it on, you still have like a couple of seconds to fix it, or like, you know, it won't stay put. But once you let it dry for like maybe like 5-10 seconds and you stop messing with it, it'll dry immediately, and I never have to worry about this cracking, creasing, anything like that. It always stays put and it stays in place like perfectly. And besides that, it's super full coverage, so it covers up everything on your lid. If you don't feel like cleaning it up with a Q-tip or something and you just go straight in with concealer like I do, you will love this because it's super full coverage. You cannot even see that there was eyeshadow like under it. It's amazing. And if you want something super full coverage, kind of like the P. Louise, then this is bomb. I definitely recommend you try this for cutting your crease. Another thing that I've been like super into for like the past like 2 or 3 years is the MAC Soft Ochre. I feel like I cannot live without this. Since I have really oily skin, that means I have really oily lids too. So since I have really oily lids, I cannot use a concealer to like clean it. Besides the MAC Pro Longwear, I cannot use that to like prime. I can't use eye primers, I honestly can't. Like, it will crease so bad because of my oil eyelids. So this is like a lifesaver. If you have really oily eyelids, I highly recommend you try these. These are amazing. They don't smudge, they don't get oily, it stays put, it stays in place. It's amazing. I love this, and I will always love this. This is a Tarteist mascara. This is the Lash Paint. I love this. I got this in BoxyCharm, and ever since then I've been obsessed with it. I love it. The only thing I will say is if you start crying, this will burn like hell, but pretty much every waterproof long-lasting mascara will be like that. So I would say it's not something too crazy, but I really do love it. And another thing that I've been loving like crazy, and I feel like I cannot live without, is this MAC Liquid Last Liner, and this is a shade Point Black. I got this from Ulta, but I think they stopped selling it there. But I really love this because, like I said, I do have really oily eyelids, and this really does last on my eyelids, like big time. And it's super black, super matte, and it does not smudge like at all. Once you put it down, girl, you screwed. You better be like really precise with it, really careful with it, because once it's down, it will stay down until you take it off, and it does take a while to come off too. So it's really long lasting. I use this like on special occasions as well. I don't like using this like just on the daily because, like I said, it's really long lasting. So, but I really love this, and I think it's amazing and super long lasting, and it's been a lifesaver because I have been through so many eyeliners and I can never find the one that would last and not smudge and not end up all the way up here and all of that. So if you have like hooded eyes like I do, I think you should really try this. Alright guys, I am so sorry, but I'm gonna have to end my video here. I don't have storage, and the footage that I have cannot be deleted, so I will have to end my video here. I'm truly sorry. I did have a couple of more things, but we'll talk about it later on. For the most part, I feel like I did get everything else out of the way. I got like eyeshadow, the most important things. So I really hope y'all accept my apology, but those are like the main things I really did love in 2018, and I wish nothing but the best for you. I wish health and love and everything amazing in 2019. I was about to say 2018. I really hope y'all have an amazing year, and I hope 2018 was an amazing year for you as well, and I wish health, love, peace, and success for all of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Subscribe if you haven't already.